Welcome, guys. It looks like we're going live. So I just want to say thank you for coming today. And I'm on here today to help out families in Washington State and Northern Oregon. I'll eventually go over all 50 states, but I'm giving you guys all the contact information, any kind of resources that I have to help out families, whether it be with financial assistance, housing help, food assistance, transportation, anything that we can do to help you, education. There's a lot of different facets that are in availability out there. Different companies are always coming forward, especially nonprofits, to help you guys out. So I just want to get that information out to you guys. We'll be getting along today. And if you guys got a pen and paper, text it into your phone, get your information. Then you can follow up with these resources to get free help. There's a ton of it out there. So I know in Washington State, if you're on your phone and you dial 211 on the phone, it'll pull you straight to the local services like food, shelters, utilities, childcare, mental health. It's got everything built right through the 211. But if you're outside of Washington State, you can still contact all of that. But it's 1-877-211-9274. So that phone number will get you straight in to get free services to help, free help for you families, especially for single parents. It can be really tough to even find the time to contact these people. So the more research that I can do and the more information I can find for you guys, then the better it is. That it'll just be easier for you to contact. So in Eastern Washington, there's quite a few counties. I think there's like 11 counties or 8 counties out there. There's a lot. And it's pretty far and few between. But there actually are different rural resources and community action resources. So Northeast Washington has a website called Rural Resources, and they have all kinds of things to help residents of Eastern Washington. It's really good. That covers like the Chualea, Moses Lake, Pullman, areas like that. And they can give you Head Start programs for your kids, as well as transitional housing if you're trying to move into the area, move out of the area. LIHEAP, energy assistance. So LIHEAP is like when in the middle of wintertime when you're trying to keep your house warm and your power bill is through the roof or your gas bill is through the roof, then LIHEAP will actually come in and pay down a bunch of those power bills and utility bills to help keep you where you're living, help keep you in your house and not get your power shut off or anything. So, hey guys, they also have job training as well. So, let's see. The Spokane area is very big, Spokane, Washington, and they have a one-stop hub for childcare, housing, and financial assistance, and health services and utility assistance, and that's all through the Spokane Resource Center. Great place, 509-867-8188, and they're there Monday through Friday, like 9 to 4:30ish. So, and they're in Spokane, Washington. Or you can go to the zonespokane.org and check out their website and see if there's any rental assistance or any other help you can get right through that. So 509-867-8188. That's for Spokane. Catholic Charities in Eastern Washington actually help quite a bit of areas out there as well. They're a wraparound support for families. It covers everything, including emergency assistance, case management, food support, and counseling. Their number is 509-358-4250. And they got a website too, the cceasternwa.org. WA like WA, for short for Washington. So you can check out that. They're really big on parent support for kids that are under 5 years old, from newborn all the way through 5 years old. And then they also have a whole section for rapid rehousing. And that's all free as well. So if any of this information can help you guys out, or somebody you know, go ahead and forward it on to them, because we just want to get out there and let people know about all of these resources that are out there. So telephone again for that place was 509-358-4250. University-based Family Resource Center out there by Central Washington University in Ellensburg. They have quite a few support programs. They have a parent education program for mother-to-mother and incredible years childcare. So you could actually be a single mom, single parent, and still go to work and everything, and have reduced or free childcare provided, which is a great option. So 509-963-2758 is that phone number. And they're right up there off of University Way in Ellensburg. I think they're actually on site at Central Washington University. There's also the Eastern Washington University out there in the Spokane, Cheney area. There's a family resource hub out there, and you can do appointments and referral support right through them. But they're pretty busy because it's a smaller location, and that's 509-233-5102. So, yeah, good stuff. Also, if you're not young, if you're out there and you just don't have the support network that you need, and you're a senior citizen or elderly, they also have the aging and disability support. It's a full home and community setup out there, giving Living Connections helpline, or they even do Ferry, Stevens, and Penn-Doral counties, and all the rural resources out there. So if you're in the Spokane area, Spokane County, it's 509-960-7281. And then if you're out there in Ferry, Stevens, or Penn-Doral County in Washington, those rural resources are 509-684-3932. I'm also going to be posting this whole video on my account, so then later on you can watch it again and pause to get those numbers and information. So don't worry, if I zip through it too quick, you still will have plenty of time to pick up that information. So, but yeah, even in Washington, Eastern or Western Washington, the best one is the 211, which gives you a lot of resources across Washington. Many parenting programs out there for Central Washington University or Eastern Washington University. They also have Community Living Connections helpline. Like if you're caregiving or you're helping other people out, then you can contact the Community Living Connections helpline, and they have all kinds of support to help you help others. So that's a really good one. For family and support parenting, over here on the west side of Washington State, if you live out in Grays Harbor County or in some of the lower counties, we have out there in Aberdeen, Washington, there's the Grays Harbor Family Support Program. They do services, home visits, and group play learning events for the families and kids, but younger kids, like 5 years old and younger. And that's a 360-532-8631. And then Harbor Family Connections. They're a full support for parents and infants and toddlers with developmental delays. And you can actually access all of those people out there in Aberdeen as well. 360-539-3350. There's the Coastal Community Action Program, and this is a full organization for rental utility assistance, job training, housing support, and energy help to pay down your utility bills. And it does almost all of Grays Harbor County, and I think a couple other ones south of that near the Columbia Basin. So that's 360-533-5100. Or you can go to their website at coastalcap.org. The Authority of Grays Harbor County has their own housing authority, and they have voucher programs. So like where you can pay for it, and then they will come back and reimburse you for some of the stuff that you pay for. There's the TFAP. It's a food assistance program for the coastal area. And that's like South Grays Harbor and some of the food banks for Aberdeen, Elma, and Hoquiam. There's access out there through the TFAP, TEFAP. And then the Union Gospel Mission out there has a whole friendship house that does a shelter with hot meals and clothing for women and children. And then out there, there's other food banks. If you're not in the big cities, some of the smaller ones like Elma and Montesano have their own clothing or food bank. So Montesano, if you wanted to get a hold of the resources out there, it's 360-249-5374. And then Labor of Love has clothing out there in Elma. They don't have a phone number, but you can go to myhhh, that's 4 H's, .org. And it'll go straight to their website and give you all the contact information through there. I know that some of these towns, it's really hard out there, especially in Grays Harbor County, to find good transportation to get to your medical appointments and other things. So if you know anybody out there that's looking for extra help, not only is there bus routes across the country, or the county, there's also a dial-a-ride out there, and they actually have programs for free transportation. So that's 360-532-2770. Or you can go to ghtransit.com and look through their programs. So, especially for people that have disabilities or elderly and they need to get to their appointments, especially doctor appointments, medical appointments, they have great programs for that to get you to where you need to go. There's also behavioral health and crisis support. So there's a crisis line for Hoquiam, and they have a full clinic and everything through the Washington State DSHS. And their phone number is 360-532-8629. So that's out there. So in the way bottom of Washington State, that would be off of the Columbia River down there, Longview, Kelso, Vancouver, White Salmon, all the way out to almost the Tri-Cities. There are different alternatives down there and support, like there's transitional housing, case management, life skills programs for the homeless and families. And that their main office number is 360-832-2233. And that's called Open House Ministries. And they cover a lot of those areas, have multiple locations for you. There's also Share Vancouver. That's another housing intake area, 360-695-9677, and they're based off of Anderson Road in Vancouver. The YWCA supports for single moms. That's specifically for just the single mothers. And they have individual support and group support. They have referral to housing. They got parenting and legal and financial aid, and all of that support is great for mothers out there, and it's completely free. So you can check out their website through the YWCA Metro Vancouver. That's because they're based out of Vancouver, Washington, and they have a full support setup for single moms out there. It's absolutely free. And then if you're not a single mom, but you still need a lot of support out there, especially for the legal and financial aid, any single parent can go through the Children's Home Society of Washington, and they have a full parent education section. And they have parenting workshops, education for families, and legal and financial aid. Sorry, I had some sour drink, and it's giving me hiccups. And then in the Portland area, just south of Washington, right across the river, their metro area, they've got Portland Single Parents Group. It's a peer support community and networking event that they do all the time. And you can check them out right through portlandsingleparents.org. Portland Single Parent, with an S at the end, parents.org. And that'll give you access to all of the single parent groups out there in the Portland, Oregon area. They also have mother and child education centers out there. It's a free support and education for single parents, expecting parents, and families in crisis. So that's I think that one is actually based closer to the airport in Portland, Oregon, and the website is portlandsingleparents.org or momchildpdx.org. PDX is like the area of Portland near the airport. Multnomah County Health and Family has a program as well where they do home visiting, parenting and guidance and connection and community resources if you're just east of Portland near the Multnomah area. That phone number is 503-988-3520. And then they also have the Dougie Center, which is a free peer support group for grieving children, youth, and families. So if you've had a loved one or a parent that has passed away and you're a young adult or child, then that really helps out with peer support groups for grieving children and youth. I know that just a couple years ago, my father passed away, and out of all of the loved ones that I've lost throughout my life, I think that was the hardest one for me so far. Fortunately, I still have a lot of loved ones that are alive, but sometimes you don't realize you need the help until after you get it. So, yeah. Outside In is a youth family service group in the Portland area. They also help with employment and training, because I know a lot of people are having problems trying to get jobs right now, and nothing helps you get a job like a better resume. And so having that training for employment can really polish everything up and really put you above other people that are ahead of you in options on that resume stack. So the website's called OutsideIn.org, and they help out youth and family services for the Portland area. The health, counseling, housing, and employment training. They cover all of that stuff. Also, earlier we were talking about in Vancouver, Washington, the YWCA had a whole bunch of programs for women and families. Well, they have that also in Portland, Oregon as well. So they have one in Vancouver, they have one in Portland. So I would say if you're in the lower Washington, Northern Oregon, first people I would call would be like the Open House Ministries, and then go from there through the YWCA or CHSW and check out their websites and see what they can do to help you out. Because there's a lot of programs out there that can be very helpful. So give me just a moment. I'm going to pull up some of my other notes. Continue. So I'm actually based out of Tacoma, Washington, which is, I think, centrally located on the western side of the mountain range. Because there's quite a few major cities north of us and south of us, just about 30 minutes outside of Olympia, which is the state capital. I kind of like it out here, too, because in Washington State, I've been through a lot of the other states, especially driven through them on trips or work appointments. And I like how everything's within just a couple hours of Tacoma. I can go to the beach, or I could go to the mountains and go snowboarding, or we can go to the forest. We have rainforests around here within just like less than 2 hours. We can go snowboarding. We can go all the way to the deserts, like out there in Moses Lake. They got the sand dunes. We have a little bit of everything. We got the big city, we got the rural areas. You can even go to the top of a mountain and be out there on Chinook Pass in less than 2 hours, and you'll be at an all-year ice glacier around a lake, and there's only 3 people around that you see all day. So it's a little of everything out here. And I do love the greenery. All of the trees and the flora and fauna. I've been to some other states and areas like Las Vegas and Phoenix, Arizona, and Eastern California, and sometimes that dry, arid really gets me. The Oregon high desert, it's nice to see on occasion, but I'm too pasty to. So if you're a single parent or a struggling family or someone who just wants to make ends meet, I want you to hear this loud and clear that you're not alone. Across Washington State, from the South Sound all the way to Spokane, from Vancouver to Grays Harbor, and everything across the bridge, even into Oregon, there are real people and real programs out there and a real community trying to step up and support you. So these places that offer more than just handouts, we're not just pushing paper on you. They offer hope. A place for open house ministries in Vancouver, or the Coastal CAP out there in Oak Harbor, or the Catholic Charities out in Spokane. They're all doing more than just filling gaps. They're rebuilding foundations. And so whether you need a warm place to stay or a meal to get you through the week, we're here to help you out. We can even help with rent, childcare, or just somebody to talk to, to help you out when the stress gets too much. Now, there's always help out there, but finding it is the hardest thing. So that's what we're trying to do today, is we're just trying to get that information out to you guys to help you out. And there are all these dads out there, whether raising your kid solo or fighting to be present or picking up where another man left off. You have to understand this, that you do matter. And your effort is seen. Your pain is valid. Your strength is legendary. It's a hard thing to live the honorable lifestyle nowadays. And that's what Only Fathers is all about. Standing shoulder to shoulder with good men, strong mothers, and resilient youth. Because we're not just building families here. We're building a brotherhood of people. Right? If you or someone else needs help, whether it's in Spokane or Portland or Grays Harbor or anywhere in between, just check us out, help us out, or we can help you out. Rewatch this video if there's any specific phone numbers you're trying to get later. We will be posting all of this on YouTube. 211 pulls up a plethora of search information for you and help networks. Just walk through that door, reach out. Support is closer than you think. And if you're in the place where you've been helped and you're ready to give back, let's talk. Let's build together, because together we rise. It's a tough life, but I'm here to help you. I'm always looking for more help to help people. That's what I think about. I think, breathe, and work through all that. I'm constantly meeting people and trying to network and leverage to help as much people as I possibly can. So if you guys ever have any questions or anything too, don't hesitate to message me, talk to me, and we'll gladly get that information out to you guys and get you into contact with people that can help, because there is a lot of help out there. Or if you know somebody that needs help, just forward this on to them so that they can have the information. How you guys doing? So today we're just out here giving out information, contact phone numbers for support groups and financial aid, housing help, food help, transportation assistance. We're always working with nonprofits in Washington State, but we're hoping to expand to more states. We're just trying to get all that information out there for you guys. So you don't have to be the perfect person or the perfect parent to be a powerful one. Just stepping up and saying that you're present and loving your kids through these highs and lows is what builds legends. So what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to give you the help that you need to be that powerful figure in your life and in your family's life. So yeah, it's tough right now. I've heard so many messages from people, and I've noticed it in my local family as well as the areas around here that I'm always in every day, that times are hard. and money is tight, and we got to do what we can do together to build a community to help everybody. We're all in the same sinking ship, and if we can all come together and help each other out and get the assistance that everyone needs, then we will all rise together when the ship comes back up. So also, by helping you guys have a better platform to have more stable lifestyle, then that also helps your children or frees up more time in your life to teach them things. Because whatever you teach your children with your time and your hands and your heart, that's the kind of inheritance that no one can ever take away. And you're setting them up for success as well. So I hope this information helps some of the people. Remember, in Washington State, the quickest way of getting a list of help and support is dialing 211 on your phone, and that will take you to the Washington State support line, and it's fully statewide. If you're out of the state, it's 1-877-211-9274, and that'll give you full access to help for food, shelter, utilities, child care, mental health. It's all available through that phone number. And it's a wonderful way to help. So whatever you're looking for, we'll keep trying to help you guys out. I'm going to be doing Southern Oregon and Eastern Oregon and Northern California on my next video later today. And we'll just keep putting out like half-an-hour videos of information for key areas and contact information and phone numbers so that we can help you guys out and give you the access that you need to move forward. So I really appreciate you guys being with us today. Maybe I can see if I can find any more information for you today. So. Let's see, covered that. Just bear with me, I'm trying to make sure I covered everything on here. How you guys doing? Oh, by the way, too, if you want to follow me, we have free stuff going out all the time. We're all going to be doing a ton of giveaways, too. We plan on doing them once a week at least, and we're going to be giving away things. And we also have father-son projects that are going to be coming up. So I think Thursday we're actually going to be having some a skid steer coming here, construction equipment, and we're going to be rebuilding that whole thing and doing a full blog on that and teaching people how to do basic mechanic work and repair stuff, because a lot of it can move over. Changing tires, checking oil, looking for electrical faults, testing batteries to make sure they're still good. A lot of that basic stuff you can do on your own vehicle, and it'll keep you from spending an awful lot of money, because mechanics are very expensive, and if it's something you can solo out yourself and get going, it's a great way of doing it. But I think we're gonna wrap it up. So that's it for today's episode. But remember, the conversation doesn't end here. So drop a comment, tell your story, and help somebody else. You know, we don't grow alone. We grow as a brotherhood together. So like, subscribe, and pass on to this information so that other people can be helped. Because it's not just content, it's a community that we're building here. And until next time, be present, be positive, and be purposeful. Because this is only Fathers. Peace.